Hello, Miss Beth here, and I'm going to paint with you a bunny rabbit and some flowers. So to get started, we have some materials. I have some paint. You can use acrylic paint or tempera paint, or you can use watercolors, whatever you have at home. I have white, red, yellow, and blue. And then I have some water to wash my brush with. I have a medium-sized brush. I also have a marker, so you can use a crayon or a black marker. And I'm gonna be creative and I'm gonna try and paint with a fork today. Okay, so if you want to do your whole project with crayon, that's fine. You don't have to use a paintbrush. You can use crayons for coloring instead of painting. So to make the bunny, I'm gonna use my hand. Have you ever traced your hand before? This is kind of a hand tracing, but I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm not gonna trace all my fingers. For this project, I just need 2 bunny ears. So I'm gonna use my pinky and my pointer finger. So hiding my other fingers, I'm gonna tuck my thumb in. I don't wanna use my thumb. And I'm gonna tuck these 2 middle fingers in. I'm only gonna have my pinky pointing up and my pointer finger pointing up. And I'm gonna rest my hand on the paper and I'm gonna start tracing. You can use a crayon or a marker. I'm gonna trace around my pinky and go straight across. This is going to be the bunny's head, and my bunny needs 2 ears, so I'm gonna trace around my other finger and go all the way down to the bottom of the paper. When you lift your hand up, you have a bunny. Now I think our bunny needs some eyes. I'm going to give him 2 circle eyes. And I'm going to make some round colored in circles inside. Maybe he's looking off to the side. He might be noticing some flowers pretty soon when I get them on the paper. I think I'll make my bunny's nose an upside down triangle shape. Just a small triangle. Triangles have 1, 2, 3 sides. Now I think my bunny is pretty happy. So I'm going to give my bunny a nice big smile. And if you want, you can add more details. You can add eyelashes, maybe some circle cheeks, whatever you want to add to your bunny. So I think my bunny, it's a nice day outside in my picture, and my bunny is going to be outside. So I'm going to make some flowers. Now, do you notice I don't have any green on my plate? If you want to use green paint, that's okay, but I'm going to make green. To make green, we use blue paint and yellow paint. So I'm going to get some blue on my plate, and I'm going to grab some of my yellow paint and mix them together. And look, I have green. I'm going to add a little bit more. Make sure I have plenty of green, because my flowers have stems that are going to be underneath the flower. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a flower right here. So decide how many flowers you want. You don't have to make a lot. You can make as many as you want, or you can just make 1 or 2 flowers. I'm gonna make a flower here. I think I need a tall flower right here. I've decided I'm going to make 4 flowers. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers. Now my flowers, they really love the leaves. They need leaves because the leaves love to soak up that sun. So I'm going to put some leaves on the stem of my flowers. My flowers are going to go up on top of these stems. I'm going to get some leaves on this stem. This tall flower, he might need some extra leaves. Okay, so now my stems are done. I'm going to rinse off my brush in my water and get all of that paint off. Now if you want, you can use a paper towel to dry off your brush. I am going to grab a wipe and dry off my brush. So, I'm thinking I'm going to make a pink flower. Now I don't have pink on my plate, but I can make pink with these colors. I have some red. I'm going to mix some red, and what do I need to make pink? I think I'm going to try white. Do you think that'll work? It'll make it a pink. Red and white makes pink. Okay, now to make my flower, I'm going to pick, I think my tall flower is going to be pink. So I'm going to put some petals. I'm going to make one kind of in a round circle shape, have some petals coming out this way from the center of the flower. Just like the sun kind of has sun rays, my flower has petals that go out away from the center of the flower. And I'm going to wipe off my paint. I think all my flowers are going to be a different color. How about a red flower right here? And there's lots of different ways to make a flower. You can make flowers with petals like this, or I'm going to make purple with blue and red. That makes purple. Or maybe one of my flowers is going to have some circle petals, some round shaped petals on it. Get those petals on my flower. Let's see, my last flower, I have one left. I think he's going to be blue. I'm going to try to make a tulip. This is a different shape. You make a U. To make a tulip, I like to make a U shape and then make some triangles on top, some points on top to make a tulip shaped petal. Okay. Now I think these 3 petals, they need their center. I'm going to grab some yellow paint and put a blob of yellow in each of these flowers. Okay, now you were probably been wondering, what are you going to do with that fork? Okay, so I was thinking maybe we can make some grass with a fork and do some printing. Printing is when you put paint on an object and you push it on the paper, it makes a print. So I'm going to make some more green because my grass is going to be green. Mixing my blue and my yellow together. And I think my grass is going to have a little bit of white. It's going to be a little bit lighter in color. If you want to make a color lighter, then you would add white. If I wanted to make dark grass, then I would add black or dark blue. Okay, now I'm going to try this out. I'm getting some paint on my fork and I'm going to try. Do you think it's going to work? I'm going to press oh, look, I have some grass under my flowers. My flowers are growing from under the grass. They're growing in the grass. I'm going to keep putting paint on my fork and go all the way across. Now, what do you think? Should I hide the bunny behind the grass? Ooh, I think I'm going to put some grass in front of my bunny and hide him behind the grass. Maybe he's peeking through. He's being mysterious. Okay, there we go. And my project is done. Now, if you want to add to your project, you can keep working on it. Maybe you can add some fluffy hair on your bunny so you can make your bunny's ears pink, or maybe you want a brown bunny. And you can also take your crayons and color in the sky. Sometimes skies are blue or light blue, and sometimes they're a yellowish color. It depends on the time of day. Well, I hope you enjoyed our art project. Have fun with it. Bye.